if you guys are new here, this is our 100 horsepower Superbike engine swapped mini trophy truck. Now, if you know anything about mini trophy trucks, they have three major things in common. 1, baller lights. 2, baller wheels and tires. 3, baller suspension. This is lacking wheels, tires, lights, and the suspension is completely clapped out and made for 6-year-olds. So we're gonna address all these things today, as well as the couple things that we broke on our first test drive, and then we are headed to Sand Hollow, Utah to claim the title as the ultimate mini trophy truck and take home that big old medal. So let's dive right in. So the first thing we're gonna address is the lighting situation. If you know anything about lights, you know Baja Designs are the scientists of off-road lighting. We have a Baja Designs Onyx 6 light bar right here and a set of Baja Design squadrons here. This is gonna go on top, this is gonna go on the front. This is nearly 20,000 lumens of light output. So let's open these up. Dude, this thing is so girthy, it's so heavy, it's so nice. This is gonna go right here on the front, and this is gonna look like a proper trophy truck. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So, without further ado, let's get these mounted. First thing first, we got this old junk off. All right, now that we have the brackets on these things, we need to start playing with where they go. And I think the guys who had the lights on before did have it right with putting them in the middle. They were just done really bad. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead, center these in the center, out far as we can. And I think that looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead, head over to the CNC Plas table, cut out a couple brackets, weld them onto this bumper, and these will be there. Obviously the light bar only has one place to go. So this is the biggest what if. All right, now it's time to get the juice on here. Got our brackets on. All we gotta do is weld on a couple tabs to this upper frame bar thingamajig there, and we got a 20-inch Onyx 6 light bar. So, got a couple more tabs, get this on, and we're done with lights. Would you just look at it? That looks absolutely baller. Yeah, baller lights part of this achieved. We gotta wire them up, but holy smokes. Now that she's such a looker from the front, we gotta let people know who she is. Ooh, the black on black looks good actually. Oh, that looks like a dang race car. I'm so excited with this contraption I've built. We have a 4 o'clock appointment with our boys over at Ultimate Performance UTV here in Farmington because I had no clue what I was doing when it came to wheels and tires. We got some super sick things in store that are gonna change the game and I think gonna be the key to us taking home the gold. But we have 4x156 on the front and 4x110 lug pattern on the rear. We need those to match. So I got a slew of crap here from the internet and we need to make it all work. These are our adapters. Unfortunately, they have an M12 stud in them. We need to have M10 studs. So that's a smaller stud than what's in here. When we pressed out the M10 stud, because that's all we could get is out of another wheel spacer, and put it in here, it is not gonna work. It just falls out. So we're gonna have to try and add some weld on the rim here and press them into here so that these will work for what we need to do. It's gonna be a process, but hopefully it works. If not, I have no clue what we're gonna do. And our secret weapon for this whole thing is kind of in shambles. So wish us luck. Now, is that gonna be enough to allow us to press fit this in here? If it's too much, it won't go in and we're just gonna destroy stuff. And if it's not enough, I think we're gonna go try and just shove that in there. I don't know, it's kind of concerning. Is it gonna work, or if it doesn't work, it's never coming out? We only have just enough wheel studs to make this work. So if this doesn't work, cool, it's even pretty centered because I put 4 tacks on it. Okay, that went exponentially better than I thought. Dude, the nitride coating on this TRK Fab Table is sick. All right, we got the wheel adapters done. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's gonna be great for what we're doing. And we fixed the brake line temporarily until we get our baller brake lines from Hell Performance. Now, hopefully this thing has brakes again. It should still run and drive because I haven't done anything there. And we're gonna get this thing loaded up and head over to Ultimate Performance UTV to show you guys the beef. Leaking coolant? So you will leak coolant if your coolant cap isn't tight. You know, you'll have that. So put some coolant in it, fill it up, take it to Ultimate Performance. I cannot believe it just did asphalt donuts. I can't really let it loose because I'm right next to a public road, but I was in my driveway and that was sick. Can't wait to find a big empty parking lot to actually do some real donuts. So these are our new Raceline wheels and tires. If you need anything, wheels, tires for UTVs, do you do dirt bikes too?
No dirt bikes.
No dirt bikes.
ATVs.
All the four-wheeled stuff. Two-wheeled stuff go elsewhere, but if you do four wheels, these guys got you covered. We got some sick race lines. We got some beefy, meaty tires for the street. And then he also hooked us up with some paddle tires for our stock wheels so that no matter the scenario at the off-road games, we got something to handle. So Nick, tell me about what you do here.
So here at Ultimate Performance, we do a little bit of everything. Basic service work all the way into custom fabricating stuff. We do a lot of gear reductions. We do the West Coast suspension for Zebros and MTS. So we have a full suspension booth that we do everything in. Just your normal service stuff all the way up to, you know, custom work. So
also, look at this Ranger. I've never been a side-by-side fan. Look how sick this thing is. We got beadlocks, we got like 35s, 37s, 35s on a freaking side-by-side. It's pretty cool. You got a heated cab, enclosed cab, suicide doors up front, which is just kind of gangster. It's a sick rig. And this is honestly like, compared to the last rig we saw on here, is like stock. No offense. It was, the other rig was insane. Rear steer on a side-by-side with 44s on a side-by-side. So yeah, let's check out the front of the house because that's where like the magic happens. All right, you guys, so now we're at the front office here at Ultimate Performance UTV with Whitney, and she's not only the better half of Nick, but she's also the front of house here. She mans the front desk, sales, service. You call in here, she's probably gonna talk to her and she's gonna get you sorted. So Whitney, tell me a little bit of what you guys offer here.
So, hey guys, I'm Whitney with Ultimate, and we offer quite a bit. Parts, accessories, sales. If you've got a four-wheeler, got an older unit, usually I can help. But anything that you need from wheels and tires, windshields, all the things, we can handle it. Service work, you need an oil change, you need some shock or suspension help, we can definitely help you.
New tires work. This thing is insane. This thing is looking sick. We got it back to the shop. Wheels and tires are on. They work, as you saw. They do the round thing under them, and they look so sick. We also have our paddles here, our little secret weapons, so that hopefully in that sand pit, we have an upper advantage. Now, we need to get these lights wired and see what they can do. I wanna see this 20,000 freaking lumens of output. So, I'm gonna finish wiring these lights, wrap up a couple small odds and ends, just some random things. We need a fan switch because the fan thermocoupler thing isn't working. We need like just a couple of random things and nut and bolt check, and then hopefully we can take this thing out tomorrow for a real test because our suspension was overnighted from Elka from Canada, and it's supposed to be here tomorrow between 10 a.m. and noon. That is huge. I am so excited for that. So we're gonna get everything ready for our fresh suspension tomorrow and hopefully be able to test this. Woo, it's gonna be rowdy with the new suspension and the new tires and the new paddles and the everything. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna use the paddles tomorrow because I'm kind of scared of them, to be honest. But anyway, get it wired up and see what we can do. Are you ready? Are you ready? We have lights, 20,000 lumens nearly. They are insanely bright. I need to go test some lights. Lights. Let's check it out. I can see everything. That is insane. Like, it's dark over there, and it's not dark over there. That is so unreal. These lights are insane. All right, you guys, we got lights on. They are awesome. We have nearly everything done with the mini trophy truck. We are now just waiting on our suspension delivery. Things were delayed. The Elka suspension is not quite here yet, but in the meantime, we need to get our camper and our truck ready for this trip to Sand Hollow, Utah for Matt's Off-Road Games. If you didn't know, we have the sickest camper known to mankind. We have our Bison Overland camper. It's a flatbed model. We actually did a whole video building this on the channel. It goes on our 2008 supercharged Tundra. This thing has 500 horsepower. We built a custom flatbed for it, and we need to get the camper back on the flatbed, and we finally have the final piece to that puzzle as well. So let me show you what we have to do right before we put the camper back on the truck, because it's awesome. We need to install this. This is a full-length roof rack for the Tundra. We left just enough space to put this on there because we not only want to have the truck looking sick with and without the camper, but we wanted to mount some lights and other stuff and take up the weird gap that Tundras have. They have a really big arch in the roof, so it just looked weird without it. So we designed our camper for a Sherpa roof rack. If you don't know who Sherpa is, they are an awesome company, Toyota guys. They love Toyotas through and through. They actually race King of the Hammers, Sherpa Motorsports, and they've done an awesome job of kitting out a 4th Gen 4Runner to be able to withstand the hardest off-road race on Earth. So real quick, let's get our Sherpa roof rack installed because it's gonna look sick. First thing I noticed, this rack is super well packaged. Everything was separated. It was all shrink wrapped. It all had padding. None of it's scratched. It's really nice. We have all of our hardware here organized and labeled. So all we need to do now is look the instructions up online. It is, you know, quite a few nuts and bolts, as you can imagine, but everything is such top-notch quality. And I'm super proud to be rocking a Sherpa roof rack on the Bison rig. So yeah, let's get to installing. Honestly, that went together extremely easy. You saw these nuts and bolts and bags full of hardware and it was kind of intimidating, but like 15 minutes later, we have the whole thing assembled and we need to pull the truck in. This is the scary part for my truck specifically. I have to drill and rivet into the roof of my truck, make sure it doesn't leak. So that's a big kind of deal, but I've drilled and cut into quite a few trucks. If you're not comfortable doing it, you're gonna wanna find a shop to do that for you, but we're gonna pull the truck in and drill some holes. Hopefully not through any airbags. Sir, this is my garage. You're a guest here. All right, now we set this thing on the roof. Start taking measurements. Measure 4 times, check 5 times, drill once. Got to pull these weather strippings out. Don't tear them. We're gonna be cutting them up to put them back in. It's kind of odd. I wonder why Toyota does this. It's gotta be something in like the stamping procedure, I'd assume. Maybe the roof is, the roof is seamed right there. That's why. I was always wondering why the heck there's like roof rails like this. And no freaking nuts. Anyway, now we have those off. We can set the rack in there and start measuring and making sure it's perfectly centered, everything exactly parallel, perpendicular, square, plumb, true, all the things. Make sure it's good. So let's get the rack up here and see what it's gonna look like. This is gonna be sick. I've always wanted a Sherpa rack. All right, after extensive research, development, and second guessing myself 106 times, I'm ready to drill some holes. They recommend center punches and a whole bunch of other things. I'm doing this my way. I would honestly follow their instructions. Because if I mess this up, I'm an idiot. But this is just how I've done things. We're gonna use big old extension, drill through the roof. Do not drill into your airbag. Airbags are important. Don't do that. They recommend a whole bunch of very smart things. We're doing this a little less time than normal, so just drill through the roof. That is nerve-wracking. You don't want to push too hard and end up going too far. Heck yeah, that was, I think I drilled through a weld, because there's a bunch of, what do you call them, spot welds right there. I think that was a weld. But we made it, and I don't think punch through the airbag. That ain't going nowhere. Almost, we're almost there. Got all the holes drilled. They gave us some awesome silicone. This is some really gnarly stuff. I can tell by the way it smells. And we need to pull the rack up, put silicone under and in the rivet hole just to make sure we don't have any leaks on our roof. It's the last thing you want is a leak. And riveting this in, and we're gonna put the weather stripping back, and we're done. Cleaned the gutters, and now a little bit of a, you know, I'm doing a liberal amount. I would hate for this to leak. If you have a cheap rivet gun, the Sherpa rivets are stronger than your cheap rivet gun. That is crazy. Well, I have a Blue Point, which is like the Snap-on brand rivet tool. So let's go see if that one's stronger. That's crazy. Well, Alex, you got me on this one. Alex is the owner of Sherpa. Nice. Pro tip, if you get a shirt with your roof rack order, you know, just a little extra, comes with a pocket to store the rivets in. Pro tip. Also, expect some Elevated Fabworks merch with some pockets coming soon. We did it, it's installed. Not going anywhere. We need to tighten everything down, recenter it, and we're good. That's awesome. Sick. It looks so good. It's gonna look so good all as a unit with the camper, and then just wait till we get the ball hauls on this thing, dude. She's gonna look like a freaking Overlander. Past life, Elevated Overland, you know. If you're new here, I used to be Elevated Overland, and then I was like a rebrand to Fabworks, because overlanding is overlanding. It's just car camping. All right, we'll tighten this thing up, and we're done here. It definitely brought a lot of the emptiness of not having any headache rack together. And now when we build our headache rack or our like canopy box, we have a roof rack to build it to. That looks sick. Yeah, so as you heard, we have a crisis on our hands. We did not have shocks on the truck. We got our merch, thanks Elka. Shocks weren't there. We did get the phone number of the truck driver who has our shocks. We're gonna call him right now, see if we can go drive over there and meet him and just physically take them. Beat him up. Say, what the heck, dude? No, I mean, obviously not actually beat him up, but we're gonna go chase down the shocks, and then we're gonna put them on that thing, because we have so much to do. I wanted to test the shocks today, and we still have to put the camper on, and we still have so much to do. So we're gonna go chase this guy down and get our shocks. They made it from Canada in 24 hours. They're having production problems because they didn't have some parts, because some crazy stuff's happening, because political stuff and stuff. I don't know. I don't care. Shocks made it. Elka's absolutely a legendary company. They've made direct fit shocks for like four-wheelers, side-by-sides, Toyota Tacomas, Jeeps, all that stuff for a long time. They're just now getting into the universal shock era, and They can build you a shock for just about whatever you need. And boy, did we get some shocks and stickers. Oh my goodness. These are sick. Yo. Holy smokes. Let's, we're gonna get all these out and we're gonna check it out. Packaging, top notch, already can tell. And whoo, am I excited. We have one of the shocks halfway on. The only difference between these shocks that we have here, so this is the old one and here's our new one. The only difference is I pulled the actual like spacers. There's little misalignment spacers they're called. Let's see if I can get one out. There we go. So I pulled these misalignment spacers out of our bottom heim, which actually made the hole a 1/2 inch. We got 3/8 holes on the new shock. So I'm gonna have to remake this adapter. I had to make an adapter to run, oh, there's the other one. I had to make an adapter to run this little shock. I don't know, yeah. So I had to make this adapter to run this shock on that control arm because the control arm that we had from the Polaris is just different. So it just kind of is what it is, no big deal. So I'm gonna have to remake some adapters real quick on the CNC Plas table. New shock spacers are all finished. We made these ones out of 3/16. I definitely don't want these bending. If these bend, we may ruin the shocks. We'll definitely probably wreck. It'd be a nightmare. So we're gonna get the rear shocks on, no problem there. And then the front shock should be a bolt-in scenario. We just have to pull the fuel cell to get to the upper shock mount. Again, not a big deal. And then as soon as these shocks are on, we're gonna go test this thing. And I've got a feeling she's gonna be extra rowdy with the new tires, new shocks. Woo, I'm excited. We got about 13 miles on the odometer to a 1/2 a tank. And we have a 2 1/4 gallon tank. It was 2 1/2, but we took that little bit out of it. I actually would say it's all the way down almost to the line here. So we get about 20 miles to a tank when I'm on the chip. That's crazy. All right, first look at this thing with all new shocks. Woo-hoo! Still has tons of travel and it's finally sitting proper. Oh my goodness. All right, let's bolt everything back on, get the frickin' cab back on this thing and see what it looks like with a 180 pound grown male inside of it. All right, I think this thing is as done as it's gonna get, minus possibly rear brakes if everything comes in for that. We have a whole bunch of random parts on the way in to hopefully get rear brakes on this thing, but it stops, it goes, it does the thing. We now have baller lights, baller wheels and tires, and baller suspension. So I think we need to go test this before we finally load it up and get ready to head out to Sand Hollow, Utah. For once in our life, we actually have 24 hours spare time to get our camper loaded up, pack everything, also do some stuff to the Chinook and maybe wheels and tires and spare time, right? But it's done. Let's see what this thing does on the street and then let's take it out and see what it does in the dirt. Push me over. Push me over. Push hard. Hard, hard, hard.
Right. Oh, your left. My fingers.
Okay, all right. Well, oh, wow. Oh, you're almost there. You're almost there. How bad is it? How bad?
It's cracked
I mean, is that it?
and it's skidded and
All right, well, well, I mean, you know what? I'm good. You're good. It's just fiberglass. Oh no. Well, some days you run out of talent. Today was my day. I'm not really talented, so there's that. We did roll it. It is perfectly fine, other than, you know, cracked body. Let me show you some close-ups. We've got good crack here, good crack there. Duct tape fixed those. We've got a little hole in the roof there, you know, duct tape, yeah, kind of fix that. Jenna broke this when she was lifting me up. She felt so bad because that's the only piece that's like broken in half. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, dude, I rolled it. I'm an idiot. Do not worry about that. And then the body like tweaked a little bit because we bent our body mount back there. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. I lost that one. I'm not gonna let it get me down. I'm still coming for that #1 trophy. Records or checkers, we're taking home #1. And now Jenna has the truck loaded up to the trailer. We're gonna get this thing loaded up, go out to the dunes and test this thing where ideally, no more rolling. That's the plan. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna tone it down 2 notches. Yeah, what can I say? I'm an idiot. I did call the one place that sells these bodies still, and I'm gonna go pick one up. It's in like SoCal. We have an event there end of May, so it works out anyway. We're gonna go see California. California is nice, and we'll pick up an extra body. Maybe I'll pick up 2 while I'm out there, because I'm an idiot. So yeah, that was good. What do you think?
I can't believe I was able to flip that over.
I know, you're so strong. You can tell in the video when she's like, I can't do it. And I was like, well, and I was getting ready to unbuckle. And then all of a sudden I felt the whole thing move quite a bit. And I was like, oh, she's got this. She got that mom strength kicked in because her idiot man-child right here, all right? Everyone spam the comment section with let's go Jenna, because Jenna absolutely killed that. She stayed calm, she got me up right, and she got it all on film. That was dialed. Usually when something.
If you look at the certain part, you can see the disappointment in my face, just in the little square.
When I was like, how bad is it? She's all, yeah. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. I lost that one, but let's go see how this thing does in the dirt.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, it's apparently the clutch was never adjusted, right?
Way faster.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right. That's cool.
And I was thinking what changed into why I rolled it, and it's 100% the shocks are now working. And before I was just on bumps, and now they like actually do a thing. So that's why I rolled it, for sure. Because even in the dirt, it's a lot more.
I watched you almost roll it
Dude,
there.
it's so like on the off-camber sections, it's weird.
It's weird.
It settles like.
I need to put a sway bar back on it for sure. She's hot.
Oh, fire!
Fire? Oil?
Fire! No,
Is it oil or coolant?
Your exhaust.
you're more white smoke at the exhaust.
White?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah.
When you shut it off, it was
Billowing.
Billowing.
Blown up?
Not great. Oh, fire!
Fire?
Fire!
Fired?
Nah, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that? Yeah, I got it. Oh, okay, I was like,
Ah! So I blew it up, and I just hit up homie who has an engine. We're gonna load it up, take it back to the shop. I'm gonna just start doing the necessary things I need to do in order to leave. Accident. Oh, here we go.
Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, like, good up with you?
Good, man. Good. So you said it runs?
I mean, I bought it from my uncle. He just needed the gas tank and the fairings off of it.
Okay.
Like, I don't want you to take my word that it runs, but like, whenever he bought it, it was running. But as soon as we took the gas tank off, we needed the spark plug boots, the carburetors here, we needed the battery.
Would you do $200? And if it runs, because I'm gonna find out tonight, because I'm gonna pull the engine and put it in another rig I have, I'll do another 100.
I mean, if you just come get it for $200, I'll get rid of it.
All right. Okay. Well, he has no clue if it runs, but it's more promising than that. So 5:30 p.m. Tuesday. We have to leave no later than like 5:30 p.m. tomorrow.
I guess I got a powder in it.
That would be harder. This is just bolts and nuts, you know?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's heavy.
1, 2, 3. Cool. I just spent 3 weeks building the ultimate mini trophy truck, and then I blew it up the day before we're supposed to leave for this event. So now we're on our way to buy the only engine that I could find in the vicinity, and it is an awful candidate. But hopefully, he says it runs. So I'm gonna take his word on it, and we're gonna go buy this thing, throw it on the trailer, and hope that we can get this thing running and driving and leave tomorrow for Matt's Off-Road Games, because we don't have any other choice. So, wish us luck. Is this a Ninja?
Yeah.
Where do you know?
95?
95? Okay, that says 95.
Yeah. I was talking about, I posted on 95.
Alright, dude. Appreciate your time. See you.
What do we do?
Nothing to do now.